Hey guys, today we're going to rank every unit in Bleach Soul Resonance, break down why they're good, bad, or just decent, talk about their skills a little bit, and this game is sponsored by BlueStacks, so check the description below for a download link for the game, which will also help support my channel. Now let's get to the tier list. First off, we got Byakuya heading to SS tier. His battlefield skill deals damage and also pins enemies down. Plus it has a follow-up attack. It'll also reduce his technique cooldown and lets him deal more damage with his technique thanks to his passive. His ultimate buffs his basic and technique damage for 15 seconds, which is pretty long. His technique is really cool though. Even if you swap out characters, he's gonna stay on the field. More suited for a slash mono team thanks to his battlefield skill buffing slash damage by 30%, plus his passive reducing enemy slash resistance. Next up we got Shikai Ichigo going into A tier. His ultimate's just straight damage, same with his technique, although it does generate spiritual pressure. After his burst technique, his sword generates slashes just like the Master Sword in Zelda, plus they penetrate enemies, although it only lasts for 5 seconds, so not that long. Next up, Kaname. I'm putting him in SS tier behind Byakuya. His battlefield skill lets him get a hit in every 3 seconds whenever somebody deals thrust damage, so it's really dependent on the other units in your team. Plus he buffs thrust damage, so like I said, he's more suited for a thrust team. Or at least if you can pair him with a thrust damage dealer. His ultimate pulls in enemies, damages them, and applies a damage over time debuff. His technique also has a damage over time and gathers enemies up as well. Even his basic attacks inflict damage over time. And his battlefield skill triggers all the stacks at once, so it like detonates them basically. His damage over time wound also buffs his crit rate. Rukia going into S tier. Her battlefield skill increases all damage by 15%, freezes enemies, which lets allies deal extra damage, and then stuns the enemy as well. Well, the freeze stuns them, and lets Rukia join the fight to get some hits in. Her ultimate also freezes enemies, but for 4 seconds, and her technique freezes non-elites for 2 seconds, or if it's an elite or a boss, it applies 50 freeze points to them. Her passive reduces the damage allies take and heals them while her chill release battlefield is active. And next up, we have Chad going into F tier. He doesn't really do much. His ultimate deals damage and heals him. His technique just damages. Although his passive does buff his crit rate and damage, he has to be lower. His HP has to be lowered to a certain point for it to take place, which doesn't make sense because if you use his ultimate, it's going to heal him. So it's keeping him away from that extra damage. Next up, Yorichi, SS tier. I'm putting her at the top because I like her. Her ultimate deals high damage plus buffs her attack and increases her spiritual pressure charge rate by a ton and allows her to use a special attack for free. Her technique deals damage and allows an extra attack. Her passive gives her a special attack after dodging, which can combo into her basic attack while granting spiritual pressure. She'll also be buffing her strike damage, buff her special attack damage, and even get more attack buffs while in Shunko form. Plus she's so fun to play. I'm actually maining her right now. She's just spams attacks, she's so quick, she's all over the place, does way more damage than my other units. I just really like her. Initial Ichigo I'm also just going to put into F tier. You know what he does from the tutorial. Ultimate, ton of sword slashes, his technique pulls enemies in, and his passive buffs his damage. Just really nothing special about him. Renji I'm going to put into A tier. His ultimate, just straight damage. His technique pulls enemies in and damages them, applies Zabi Mark to them as well, which doubles his spiritual pressure gain. His passive is all about Lacerate, which works exactly like Bleed from Dark Souls. Just builds up and triggers damage once it hits 100 points. His special attack, it plants him in place, which could be a huge drawback. Some enemies will get away from you, right? It's just not good. Ikaku's up next, going to SS tier. His ultimate damages enemies, then he enters Bankai for 14 seconds, which enhances all his attacks and makes him not drop below 1 HP, so effectively immortal. He also has a second ultimate while in Bankai, dealing huge damage, but you have to time it right because it'll drop him out of his Bankai state. His technique is a dash attack, and his passive buffs thrust damage 2 different ways, buffs special damage, and massively buffs his crit rate for a special attack. Or crit damage, sorry. Now Orihime, I'm going to put her at the top of S tier because she can be really helpful. Her ultimate heals the full team, which is just really good if you need it, right? Her technique generates a shield that can absorb damage for 20 seconds and it'll work even if you swap characters. And 20 seconds is a long time for a technique. The first character you swap in after the shield gets a 25% damage buff thanks to her passive, plus an attack buff as well. She's just really good to swap in and out every once in a while if you prefer maining a single target or a single unit, just for like all that extra damage buff, right? Ishida, into S tier at the back end. His battlefield skill buffs everyone's damage and lets him do some combo attacks, plus gives him 2 extra skills. His ultimate deals AoE damage and applies Quincy Mark, which lets him do the combo attack. His technique deals damage and applies his mark, while his passive lets him go on field to attack when allies use techniques or special attacks. He also buffs his crit rate and damage as well. Pretty middle of the road, but he's pretty decent just to have off to the side, right? Because he's still doing something. Decent battlefield skill. Komamura's up next, and I don't know if it's the SS. His Bankai is pretty cool. It doesn't do too much otherwise. I think I'm going to put him at the top of S tier. His battlefield skill buffs strike damage and deals AoE damage while gaining a stack of buildup, which lets him deal extra attacks. He gains Bankai state, which also gets him an extra attack, but it takes him out of Bankai. His ultimate enhances his attacks and buffs his damage, can't drop below 1 HP, but also can't dodge or counter. Huge drawback there. His technique damages enemies and gives him a shield which stays even when swapping characters. His passive gives extra attacks to his battlefield skill, reduces enemy strike resistance, increases crit rate for the shielded unit, and enhances the shield. Actually, you know what? No, he should be in SS tier. He does too much to be in S. Just at the back end of SS. Yachiru, I'm putting in S tier. Probably, geez, right there. Her ultimate deals AoE damage, buffs allies slash damage, and is swapped out quickly, grants her Spectate, which lets her still gain ultimate gauge, and buffs the swapped in unit's attack, and her technique also has the Spectate ability as well. Her passive also buffs allies slash damage when hitting ultimate gauge 50 or 100%, and increases its duration. Not nearly as useful if you're not rocking a slash damage dealer like Bankai Ichigo, but since she supports Bankai Ichigo so well, she's got to be an S tier. If you're not using any slash damage dealer, she's really not good at all. More into like top of A tier instead. Ururu going to B tier. Her ultimate's damage over time AoE, so really not that effective. Same thing for her technique. Enemies can just leave it, so just basically don't use her. Nemu heading into A tier. Her ultimate deals damage and buffs ally strike damage. Her technique swaps her combat mode between upper body and lower body, then attacks. Her passive enables full body mode, which doubles bonuses from either mode plus buffs attack in 2 different ways. Urahara Kisuke going into triple S tier. And you know what? I might rework this SS at the end. Anyway, Urahara, probably the best standard SSR in the game. His ultimate deals damage, then buffs your team's crit damage by quite a bit. His technique taunts enemies with his portable Gagai, giving him spiritual pressure, and then damages enemies at the end. His passive allows him to buff the team's attack by up to 30% by using techniques, special attacks, counterattacks, or ultimates. It also buffs his spiritual pressure gain, ultimate energy gain, and ultimate damage. Super good utility unit here. And then finally, Bankai Ichigo, the first of our limited characters. Hopefully you get some really cool ones often as well. His ultimate attacks resets his technique's cooldowns and holifies himself, which enhances all of his abilities, increases his damage, allows him to use techniques twice in a row, prevents his HP from going below 1, and upgrades his ultimate ability. That is a lot. His techniques deals damage, inflicts Getsuga Mark, which makes them a priority target for special attacks. His passive increases damage against enemies with that mark, buffs his ultimate damage, and funnels extra crit rate into crit damage. So I think I'm gonna have to put Byakuya right there, because he supports Bankai Ichigo really, really well. Buffing slash damage for Ichigo and reducing enemy slash resistance, and being able to pin down enemies. So I think I'm happy with that. It might be a toss-up between Kaname and Yoruichi. I just really like Yoruichi, the way she plays. So, and these are S tier's pretty much just straight utility. A tier is stay away from. F tier, don't use them. So let me know if you would change anybody's ranking. Let me know who you're maining. I am maining Yoruichi, like I said. Working on trying to get Bankai Ichigo. And remember, check out the description below for a link to download the game through BlueStacks. And I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.